Hello and welcome to the second of our films for this year's Self-Denial Appeal. This year, we're revisiting some of the people and places we've featured before. In a moment, I'm going to be talking to Nana Togo. Nana presented last year's films from Burkina Faso. She and her husband Andre started the Salvation Army's work there in 2016. They began as just 8 Salvationists, but when we visited there were 182 senior soldiers and 36 junior soldiers from 2 corps and 2 outposts. While we were there we saw 20 senior soldiers and 9 junior soldiers being enrolled. We saw how the Salvation Army has been helping people who are struggling. Women from the local community have learned to read and write, and to sew and to dye cloth. Micro-enterprise projects mean these women now are earning enough money to send their children to school. And outreach projects mean some of the local men have started to come along on a Sunday. So I'm going to get in touch with Nana and find out how she and Andre are getting on. Hi, Captain Nana Togo. Nice to meet you. Ça va?
Oui, ça va.
Really good to speak to you. I know your husband, Captain Andre Togo, really well. I've been working with him for over a year, but I've never met you, so this is a real pleasure. How are you? How has life been? How was 2020?
We are doing well. I'm doing well with my husband and our 2 kids. Life in 2020 has not been easy. It has been very challenging. But still, we thank God for His grace, which has been sufficient through this difficult time.
Can I call you Nana or Captain Nana?
Please go ahead.
Nana, I understand you and Andre, you have a new appointment. Have you moved from Burkina Faso now?
Yeah, we are in Mali. We are currently regional secretaries. I'm the regional secretary for Women Ministry and Andre the regional secretary. But we have got an additional appointment, co-officers of ACID Mille.
How has the pandemic affected the Ministry of the Salvation Army in the region? Because when we read the statistics for Burkina Faso and Mali, the death count is relatively low, but the economic impact seems from what you're saying is quite large. Is that correct?
It is correct. You know, the situation usually it is not easy in Africa, particularly in Burkina Faso, where we have been seeing extreme poverty. And when this pandemic of COVID-19 came, the situation became worse as well in Mali. You know, people don't have access to these elementary needs, and it is very difficult. Churches as well have been affected, even schools in all areas. Everybody is affected by this pandemic. The community project we have been working with in Burkina Faso, there were so many with ladies. Most of them, have been stopped also because of this pandemic issue, like juice production, soap making. But we also thank God through the Salvation Army. Always we manage to still meet some need of the people, and we thank God for that.
One of the things we've been able to partner with the Mali region on this year is to fund with you a project vehicle. Can you tell us the impact the project vehicle has had?
We have got so many remote areas in Mali that it wasn't easy at all. But now we are really relieved from that burden of not being able to visit our communities. At any time, the vehicle is moving, even from Mali to Burkina Faso, doing the community work. We are really grateful for that.
And what about you, Nana? What have you been learning from 2020 in your own life?
People always thought that, you know, to show love to each other, we just have to be together, sit together, fellowship together. And through this coronavirus, I have learned that it is not necessary, it is not an obligation to be physically present, to demonstrate your love. Even though we can be absent physically, but in mind, through practical actions, still we keep that bound, of humanity we share together.
Thanks for your inspiration to us in the United Kingdom and Republic of Ireland, and God bless you.
Okay, thank you very much to you too, Benjamin, and be assured of our prayer support. We are praying for you day and night. You are in our mind and thought in our heart. May the Lord keep on visiting you individually and as a territory as well.
Thanks so much. Bye, Nana.
Bye.
In next week's film, I'll be talking to Richard Bradbury, who's serving in Bangladesh.